everybody's having a beautiful day. Hey, if we're having because I think like I'm just look jacked up over here. I'm not even gonna cap with you. Um, it looks like I'm having a delayed response. If y'all seeing any kind of delay in this, let me know. Maybe we need to restart the live. I don't know. With that being said, I'm gonna get right to the show. Um, a couple of things I need to mention first. First of all, thank you for being here with me this morning. That's first. Glory be to God. I want to say this and I want to be clear about this. I don't want there to be no misunderstanding. This video is going to be about politics in general. And if you have any, of your own feelings, please put it into the chat. I want to know what you guys think in general about the topics that we're going to be discussing. But before we get to any of that, I need to say a thing. So yesterday I was speaking with some of our supporters and sponsors and just general, and this morning apparently. So shout out to that shit. Our computers are behind schedule, but now they're on schedule. See, before I thought the schedule was different because we was moving from a different area. So we're behind schedule, but we're on schedule. I should be hopefully have the computer soon. If we're choppy over here, please let me know. I'm gonna hopefully have the computer soon. I say like I've been telling people in about a week and a half, I should have both computers. With that being the thing, even if I have one, we hitting the ground running. With that being the thing, I'm gonna be able to do a couple of the ideas that I've been trying to get to, but I haven't been able to. And as always, glory be to God. I couldn't have done any of this without the support from our community. I couldn't have done any of this if God didn't soften people's hearts or at least put people in concert with me that we vibed at the same vibration. We was at the same energy. As always, I want to give a shout out to the Coney Island Sharks. Um, so I woke up this morning and knowing that I'm going to be having the computer back soon. Hopefully we can work with the kids probably on an all year round basis, especially when it deals with just staying in shape and things as such and staying prepared. With that being said, let's get to the actual topic of the show. We're gonna do roll call at the 5 minute mark. So get your comments down. I'm doing roll. Well, I do roll call right now because I'm getting straight to the show. Shout out to Forever to Stay Bully. Salute. He's dropping all of those frosts. Now I want to say something. I want to be clear about this. When Trump was in office, and I want to be clear about this. This is not me advocating for Trump. I'm not advocating for Trump. Because I'm saying that I don't like what's going on right now, that doesn't mean that I want Trump in office. I want younger people in office, especially when we're talking about office at that point. I mean, think about go check out when people generally start taking like medicine for like dementia and shit. Go look at what the average age of that is, if you don't mind. Shout out to Felix. Go look at what the average age of that is, if you don't mind. Go do that. Look at the average age of the individuals or how, the average age a person would generally have when they start suffering from dementia. And then look at the age of Trump and Biden. I'm not looking to have either one of those people as president. What I'm saying is that when Trump was president, things were ran in a different manner. In that manner that things were ran, I think that we did better on a global scale. Even though I didn't like a lot of things that Trump did, I actually approved of more things that Trump was doing than I disapproved of that he was doing. You understand? We're not talking about what he didn't do. You understand? We're talking about things that he actually did. So I want to say something. I want to be clear about this. I need for y'all to understand that America just told the world that they have a nuclear warhead, a bomb, that is 24 times the one that they dropped on Hiroshima. Do you understand the significance of that? I don't think people understand the significance of that. Do you understand the significance of that? That's not them just saying that they have an extremely strong bomb. They're equating it to a bomb that they all also dropped. I promise you that was not by accident. They could have said they had a bomb that was powerful enough to do more damage than the Chernobyl incident. They could have said that, but they didn't. They basically said we have a bomb that's 25 times the power of the last bomb that we dropped and shut the world up. That's what they said. These are the people that were elected into office in order to be representatives of the American people. Now, I want to know which American people want to drop bombs and start a fucking world war with nuclear warheads. Because when Trump even hinted at this shit, y'all fucking went bananas and went crazy and was talking about how he does not have the ability nor the capacity to deal with foreign affairs. If I'm correct, this is what I remember. It's kind of cold outside. I do want to go outside today. I'm testing and waiting to see how windy it is. So if it's not too windy, it's probably a go outside day. So I'm looking at the trees and shit. So I want to be clear about this. I don't want there to be no misunderstanding. Our current government is actively threatening the world with nuclear warfare while also actively participating in the Israel war. This is not the same thing like when Trump said it. When Trump said it, we weren't actively speaking about being involved in a boots on ground war at the moment. Had to blow my nose. Am I looking younger lately, or is that just me? I feel like I think I'm looking younger, fam. I'm looking younger. Oh, is that coming in shit? Am I looking younger? Anyway, I want to be clear about this. I don't want there to be no misunderstanding. So I seen an Israeli politician, a Jewish politician. He went on a program. I don't know. He accused the program of being propaganda for Russia. They might be propaganda for Russia. What the fuck do I know? I don't know neither one of these parties. Anyway, so he's on the program, right? And I'm not saying this to shoot at him or not shoot at him. I just want to explain what he was saying. He was basically saying that they know that they're stronger than the force that they're going against. Why do they need American troops then? Anybody been hearing them F Biden chants everywhere? I keep seeing F Biden chants everywhere. Every time Biden and his people, they did it to Obama. Obama went to go give a speech somewhere, I guess, in order to like help smooth Biden over. You know, they bosom buddies. And they were saying F Biden during the Obama speech. Y'all do understand why they're sending all the migrants to places like New York and Las Vegas and Chicago, right? Because those are, and I mentioned this previously, because those are democratically, historically democratic areas where the Democrats always expect to win. But the Democrats know that they're not going to win now. So they're trying to flood the area with other votes. You understand? They're trying to flood the area because they're also trying to allow for illegal immigrants to vote. I don't even understand this. If illegal immigrants can vote, felons should be able to vote. Am I not correct? If an illegal immigrant can vote, then the people in prison should be able to vote. Independent of whatever is going on with you. I got a call from somebody earlier, and they said I cursed too much on the live, and I was like, you know what? I agree with you. I've been too much lately, so I've been trying to curtail my language, or at least my vulgar language. Random thought, because I was about to do a whole bunch of cursing. So I want to be clear about something. I don't want there to be much of any misunderstanding. I'm not anti-democrat. But please, could we be a little bit more informed when we decide to make these, when we decide to go into the voting booth? Know you voting for. If you don't know the person, don't vote for them. If you don't know the politics of the individual, don't vote for them. Because what is everybody going to do when they start dropping those bombs? Because if you don't think that if America drop a bomb, somebody else isn't going to drop a bomb, I don't know what to tell you. At this point, the winner is going to be the individual with the best anti-missile defense. Tell me where the lie's at. It's going to be the winner. Whoever has the best anti-missile defense. Y'all realize we about to go into war with the Democrats as the president? We're about to go into war with a person in their 70s as president. We're about to go into war with a president who probably don't even got that many more days to live, nevertheless years. And that don't got nothing to do with human beings. That just has something to do with Father Time. You see how eager America is to get into war? God says, don't be eager to fight. Let's read our word for the day real quick. We got Romans chapter 10, verse 10. God accepts people as right with him when they believe like that. Pardon me. Romans chapter 10, verse 10. God accepts people as right with him when they believe like that, deep inside themselves. And when people say clearly that Jesus is Lord, God saves them. Once again, Romans chapter 10, verse 10. God accepts people as right with him when they believe like that, deep inside of themselves. And when people say clearly that Jesus is Lord, God saves them. God has been doing a lot for me always throughout the course of my entire life. Shout out to the Most High. Glory be to God. The wild thing is this. People that generally like stand close to me, God also, this is just random conversation. Give me 1 second. Generally speaking, when people stand close to me, God also blesses them. I'm going to give you a perfect example. Remember all of those people that had all of those social medias that was popping when I was cool with them, when they was able to come on my platform, when I would talk about them? Remember all of those people that had popping social medias? I don't talk about them no more. How popping is their social media? I don't work with them no more. How popping is their social media? I'm just saying. I don't bash them. I also don't talk trash about them, and I also don't try to take them down. I just be minding my business. It looks like a blessing was removed from their life, don't it? Because where are they? Y'all busy look and see God in activity in my life. Y'all see all of the conflict that tries to come into my life and all the moving I got to do to avoid it. So you actively see God work in my life for my preservation. Shout out to the Most High. Glory be to God. So I believe. Not cap. I'm not joking with you. I believe Jesus is Lord. The only way to get to the Most High is through Jesus. It is what it is. Let's get back to what we're talking about. Should I go get a beef, bacon, egg, and cheese on a roll? Like, that's a good morning breakfast. I think that's a good morning sandwich. I should go get a beef, bacon, egg, and cheese on a roll. I've been thinking about it. This is kind of chilly outside. It's like less than 50 degrees. And I'm going to play basketball later in the week. So I don't know if I should go outside knowing that I'm going to be outside half dressed in like 2 days. I'm going to be outside half dressed playing basketball in like 2 days. Most likely. So. No, it looks nice outside. Looks nice outside. Maybe we walk. I know I'm gonna have these people following me around and shit. Always following me. Always following me. Let me just see how chilly it is outside. Shout out to my landlord. The heat is banging. It's sunny as hell outside. I might walk. Give me 1 second. Give me 1 second, y'all. Let me walk. Whoa. Alright, fuck it. I guess we're gonna see who following us today, because they just follow me when I go outside. Shit's crazy. What the fuck? Ah, fuck. Pardon my language. That's what it is. All right, give me 1 second. We had it outside. Is there a lot of lag going on? I'm curious. We'll walk to the store. That'll be a nice little walk. Wait, what's the We gotta wait a second. I gotta make sure that I can get my we gotta wait a second. I gotta make sure I can get my battery thing to catch to the charger. It's a long story. I've been it falls when we're outside. That's all it is. Need to put bumpers on that shit or something. So we're gonna give it a second. We're gonna give it a second to make sure that our battery is catching. Because if it's not catching, we go outside, we're gonna lose charge and the battery's gonna die. So you're gonna give it a second. But we're gonna walk and go get something to eat. I'm looking younger, right? Is that just me? Or am I just thinking that? Is that just me? I might be just thinking that. I don't know. I'm looking younger. Anyway, that generally happens anyway, because remember, I don't never shave or nothing. So half of the time, people don't really know how I look. You know what I'm saying? See if this shit working. Nope, that shit going down. See if that works. I woke up this morning just talking while we checking the weight and see if this is gonna work. I woke up this morning and I already did a video. It's gonna be releasing later. It's on the Congo. I was gonna do another video before the show started, but I couldn't find a topic that I felt passionately enough to talk about it at the moment. So you got a video that's gonna be releasing a little bit later on the Congo. We're gonna probably try to put out a couple of more today. I was really feeling it. I can't wait to get the computers because then I can make new commercials. I really want to be able to do that so bad. I want to make some new commercials. There's some people. I actually want to make some football commercials too with the kids. So that's gonna be dope when I get the computer. I would have been making basketball commercials and shit like that, but I didn't have a computer. So when I get the computer, I'm gonna be able to make some football commercials and shit like that. That's gonna be lit. I already got a couple of ideas for a couple of things. We're gonna see how we can make it work. See how we can make it happen. See how possible it is, you know. Because first of all, people gonna also have to want to work with me. You know what I'm saying? Me wanting to work with somebody else, that don't mean nothing. You know what I'm saying? So people still gonna have to want to work with me. You don't know. You never know. I'm pretty sure these guys is going to those kids right now trying to tell all the kids to hate me. Tell all the kids to try to pull pranks or something like that on me so I don't like them. You understand what I'm saying? I'm pretty sure they doing that. I'm pretty sure they contacting all of the coaches and everything, trying to tell the coaches everything they can so the coaches won't work with me. You know what I'm saying? You understand what I'm saying? So they could tell you I'm a failure, but I'm not failing. I'm being hated on. There's a difference. So I expect some of the football kids to just be difficult, try to play pranks on me, so I stay away from them. You know what I'm saying? I expect to see that. I expect for that to happen. I expect for some of them to be able to be tricked into, they're kids, man. I expect them to be tricked. Some of them, at least. It's staying on 34. What the fuck, man? I hope it doesn't happen, but, going with history, there's no reason for me to believe it isn't. Stuck on 34. I'm gonna try to do this shit again and see what happens. Anything y'all want to talk about, put it in the chat. I know we only at the 23-minute mark. This wasn't a topic that was a big, that I have like a ton of content on. I just thought that this was something really important. We have a problem in America with our government doing the opposite of what we want them to do. And if the Bible is right about anything, it's right about everything, right? Take that into consideration. So that means that we should be expecting, certain tragedies and atrocities to happen. We should be expecting it. This is my point. I think we're gonna be fine. It's staying steady at 34. Guess if I keep an eye on it, we'll be fine. No Name says, do I think Suge's podcast is gonna be good content? Yeah, why not? Why not? Suge's an interesting guy who could probably get into conversations with people and have not just, get certain people to talk to him, but when these specific individuals who are probably hard to get an interview by, they'll probably be more susceptible to say, to open up to Suge. I wouldn't see no reason why not. People forget Suge was extremely feared for a long time. Like, niggas was scared to death of Suge Knight. People forget. Niggas was, I'm looking at this shit. It still says 34. All right, we gonna walk. People were scared to death of Suge Knight and Death Row. People were scared to death of it. You forget about that shit. No, I have not caught anything yet. Somebody send it to me. I've heard about it a little. I've been my downtime switched up a little. Alright? So, and what I call my downtime, I haven't been I seen a little clip of it. I don't think anybody has sent me anything on it, basically, is what I'm saying. Where is my keys and my wallet? It's about to walk out without everything. Well, not without everything, but keys, wallet. But those are usually the last things I put in my pocket anyway, so it doesn't matter. All right, let's get out of here. We're gonna go for a walk. But yo, I told you. Yeah, it's not that chilly outside. It's just that I don't have no jacket on today. I wanted to wear a t-shirt. So I was like, fuck it, I stay in the crib. It was hot as shit. So we're gonna go for a little walk. Alright. So check this out. So anyway, so what you were saying real quick, we was talking about the Suge Knight shit. James Harden got traded. That's gonna be crazy. Yo, Ja, that's gonna be crazy. First of all, Kawhi Leonard is my dude. Like, that's my favorite player in the NBA right now, Kawhi Leonard. I want to see him get another chip. Don't get it confused. And I don't think you could say Kawhi needed them other niggas to get a chip, because he went and got a chip with damn near nobody, and he was on Toronto. That's the thing I think people don't give him enough credit for. When Kawhi won that chip in Toronto, like, who did he have? He had like nobody, fam. Tell me where the lies at. We had Siakam. Some players are only good because of the players that they playing next to. When people start realizing that, you start realizing just how helpful, how impactful some players are. Like, Isaiah Thomas don't get enough respect for being a great point guard. And I think that's why he be hating on Jordan so much. Isaiah Thomas was a great point guard, fam. I would choose Isaiah Thomas over damn near any point guard ever in the history of basketball. You want to know why? Tell me who else on his fucking team was a somebody. Like, everybody on his team had a skill. But the reason why they skill worked is because their point guard was Isaiah Thomas. You understand? Without Isaiah Thomas, a lot of them, they only had like one guy that could get his own bucket, and that was Vinny. Morning. They only had one dude that could get his own bucket, and that was like, I think Isaiah had better, I think Magic is the better point guard, but I think that Isaiah is a better, he just plays better defense. I'm a defensive oriented guy. Magic is the better player. I don't think there's an argument for that. Magic is the better player. But Isaiah plays defense. Magic can't play defense. Magic gets cooked. I mean, I hope we're having this conversation with somebody who's watched these guys play before. If not, I'll, give my interpretation of what I believe. But, good morning. If not, I'll give my interpretation of what I believe. But Magic is the better point guard. But Isaiah Thomas, he just plays better defense, fam. People forget Isaiah Thomas and Joe Dumars, they were locked down, fam. Even without all the fouling when you get to the rack, even without all the holding and the grabbing, Joey D and Isaiah Thomas was locked down defenders. That's the part people forget when they be mad at Isaiah. They forget about all of the... Isaiah was one of the better passers in the NBA. Isaiah Thomas, when he was in the NBA, had the best handle. That's not even up for question. They used to put on they used to have like celebrity, NBA celebrity basketball tournaments where Isaiah Thomas is there doing Harlem Globetrotter shit. This is real talk, fam. Go look it up. It's on YouTube. I don't got cap. I don't got a cap. It's on YouTube. And it's widely known. I think he was doing it at there's a Magic Johnson clinic that tournament, and there was a Dominique Wilkins tournament that I know about specifically, that he could have been at both or either. He was left off the Olympic team, had nothing to do with skill, it had everything to do with he was not very likable. His team hurt people, fam. They weren't going to put him on the Olympic team. Good morning.
All right.
All right. They wasn't going to put him on the Olympic team. His team hurt people. They fouled people with reckless disregard. They fought with everybody. How in the hell was he going to be on the Olympic team? Most of those dudes don't, like, they fuck with him with the shit in America, but they got to go overseas, and they probably didn't even want to have to deal with that dude. From what I heard, everybody is blaming Jordan, and there is a shit that was released about Jordan. Don't get it confused, where everybody is saying he was the reason. But I also heard the reason was fucking Magic Johnson. Magic Johnson was pissed off at him. Something about, because after Magic Johnson caught, HIV or whatever the case is, Isaiah Thomas, who was supposed to be like his best friend in the NBA or some shit like that, he didn't feel like he gave him the support he was supposed to. So yeah, that part. But back to the Harden going to the Clippers. Oh shit, those guys are stacked. I think that this is probably the only way Harden is gonna get a chip. I think the way Harden plays, he can't be a best player and he can't be a second best player. Just because of the way Harden plays. He's too selfish. Your best player and your second best player have to want to help other people score, fam. They just have to. You understand? Scoring is not easy as people make it seem out to be. Your best two players have to help other people score. Your third best player, not so much. So this is a benefit to Harden. He's not the first or second best player on the team, arguably. So remember, when was the last time, and for everybody that want to argue with me and tell me that I don't know what I'm talking about, when was the last time Harden went to the finals? He went to the finals when he was the third best player on the team, correct? I'm here. You can tell me where I'm wrong at. People love to say I don't know what I'm talking about. I'm crazy and everything else, but tell me where I'm wrong. Every single day I say, tell me where I'm wrong. Every 5 or 6 days, we might have somebody come in here and try to point something out. And 9 times out of 10, the thing that they point out, it'd be just pedantic. It'd just be them just nitpicking over some shit that could go either way. I'm not buying the Clippers because, good morning. I'm not buying the Clippers because they stay healthy. Paul George won't be on the court when it matters. They have 4 guys. They only need 3 of them to stay healthy, fam. They got Westbrook, they got Harden, they got Paul George, they got Kawhi. They only need 3 of those dudes to stay healthy. Why they need more than 3? The OKC team was too young at the time. Yeah, I didn't say they should have won. I didn't say that. Do I think Russ should start? I think Russ should start. I think Russ is at this. I think Russ is at this point in his career where I think he realized all of those points don't mean shit. I think Russ should start. Russ plays hard, fam. Russ' problem is a lack of IQ. He's always been this is my opinion of Russell Westbrook. He's always been so uber athletic and super talented that he never had to actually learn how to play basketball. So his problem is actually his IQ. And also, or should I just say also at this point, he obviously has a self-esteem issue. And that's why he's so inconsistent when he shoots his jump shot. Now, I'm about to tell y'all some shit that y'all might not know. You know, LeBron James had to go to a fucking sports psychologist, a sports psychiatrist. Yeah, LeBron James, before the Miami Heat would fucking sign him, it was also in the deal that he had to go to a sports psychologist because they believed that he had a mental block, and that's why he couldn't hit game winners. I'm telling you, I used to date this lawyer, and she was a part of the fucking the team that was doing that shit. I'm telling you. These are facts. So he has a mental block of some kind. Sometimes he can shoot, sometimes he can't. And I don't think it's necessarily his form. He shoots like regular. You understand what I'm saying? I don't think it's necessarily his form. I think it has more to do with his psyche. So I think, they get... Good morning. So that's what I think is going on with Westbrook. I don't think he's a bad player. I think he's a really good player. I just think that he just can't shoot. That's literally Westbrook's only problem. He can't shoot. He's fucking inconsistent. Tell me another issue you could have with Westbrook besides being inconsistent with his jump shot and so he takes too many. So really have a different problem. And if you got Harden on the team and you have Paul George on the team and you got Kawhi as the number one, I don't even see many reasons why he should take big shots. You understand what I'm saying? And he is like one of the greatest, you can say that, rebounding point guards of all time. I don't think that's a question. So you have one of the greatest rebounding point guards of all time on the court. That means that especially if they're in a tight man-to-man, that means that if you swing the players in the right way, you could always make sure that y'all have the best advantage for the rebound because fucking you could get the point guards closest to where the ball should be bouncing off of is if missed. I think Harden messes up all team chemistry. But do they have team chemistry? I think they've been losing, right? So I think the first thing you're doing is assuming that they actually have chemistry right now. What's their record? Do they have chemistry? Because if they don't have chemistry, then what's the harm of adding Harden? Harden plays zero defense, but he can play defense. He doesn't play defense because he doesn't. He can play defense though. I've seen him. I've seen Harden throw. I see Harden throw the lock on people. He can. He just doesn't. Being able to do something and not doing something are two different things. Yes, and Russ gives effort on defense. Aaron Russ is extremely athletic. Harden's athletic. Kawhi is athletic. Fucking Paul George is athletic. They have a whole athletic four that could interchange on defense, at least with the first three spots. From 1 to 3, they can switch. I'm going to tell you what's one of the biggest attributes I have when I play defense, when I play basketball. That I'm really good at defense, so I could switch on the screens a lot. Being able to switch on the screen and not having to figure out how to get around the screen is a big benefit. They can basically do that 1 through 3 easy, and against most teams, many teams, 1 through 4. That's a benefit. Why do you think the centers are coming back the way that they are? The centers in the NBA are coming back the way that they are. Because a lot of teams could just switch 1 through 4, but they can't switch 1 through 5. Knicks play tonight. I plan on watching the game. Knicks playing tonight. I plan on watching the game. I want to see what my guys actually are or aren't doing. I should be looking around more, because you know they out here following me somewhere. What I also hope happens is I hope we could get a good deal with Philly. Because seeing what Philly just did when Philly traded Harden over there, they might be ready to trade fucking Embiid, and they might be looking for future players, not right now situation. So we might be able to get Embiid for a couple of picks and a couple of people that we don't necessarily aren't, like, you know, in the fold. And obviously we're gonna give them our big, because we gonna obviously have to trade our big. So we trade them our big, Mitchell Robinson, who I fucking love, just so we could be clear. We trade them our big. We probably trade them a couple of second-round picks and a first-round option for like 2026 or something. And we might be able to get Embiid in the Knicks. It might not be like as big as people thought. Okay, you're saying they're not trading Embiid, so you think they're just gonna hold on to Embiid knowing that they can't compete when they can trade Embiid and build on their future? Maybe they're not trading Embiid, but I'm just talking about logic and reason right now. They traded Harden, and they didn't trade him for pieces so they could win now. Shout out to the Art of D Glass. They traded Harden, and they didn't trade him for pieces that can help them win right now, right? So you think they're just gonna let Embiid just stay there? They don't get nothing, because we are talking about businessmen, right? Having an asset that is useless. Is that what you're trying to say? I'm curious. I'm asking. No, they didn't want to trade Harden. They traded. Okay, one, it's not that they. Okay, so hold on. Let's break down the Harden situation real quick. Harden called the owner a liar. Harden was trying to get some kind of deal or something, or extension or some shit. I'm not 100% sure. And something happened, and he called the owner a liar. The owner got mad at Harden, and when the owner got mad at Harden, what he did was he decided that he was gonna go sign the guy that stole Harden's girlfriend and married her. So now Harden don't want to play on the team. That's why Harden's been saying he wanted to get traded. For everybody that don't know. So the owner currently does not have a team that can compete. Shout out to Trojan. They don't have a team that can't compete. They're not competing for anything. But they do have a loyal fan base. And if they show like they're going to try to rebuild, that fan base will respect that. So it would make sense after they just traded to get all of those draft picks, because that's what they try to, you know, teams try to do. Good morning. Right. That's what teams try to do, right? Why wouldn't they trade Embiid so they could get 3 or 4 more draft picks? So now they could just say, we're going to just dump a season or 2 so we could get really, really strong. You do know how they got Embiid and Ben Simmons in the first place, right? Literally doing the thing that I said, building up draft picks. No, they tanked, didn't they? They tanked. But it was through draft picks. I don't think it's as, I'm not saying that that's something that they're definitely going to do, but I don't think it's as impossible as you make it sound. Is that fair? Shit, that bread smell, that place smell good. Is that fair? I'm gonna get sidetracked. Morning. So I don't know if they're gonna trade Embiid, but Embiid wants to come to the Knicks allegedly. The Knicks want him allegedly. Mitchell Robinson is still young, so it would make sense to trade for him. We have at least 2 other players that we could trade and not be a big deal. Also, they didn't re-sign Quickly, remember? So Quickly is on his final year. I mean, these are things we should think about before we decide whether people want to trade anybody or not, right? I'm not saying I'm right. I'm just saying these are things that we should be considering, correct? Things we should be considering. This is how we should make decisions, right? Not just based off of what we want or don't want to happen, correct? Yep, Knicks also got draft picks. Do they? I mean, let me be quiet. So the Knicks have draft picks? Explain. Shit, it should say 23. Try to hit this thing. On damn thing. Right? I mean, if I'm wrong, put me on the game. This is generally how I make my decisions, fam. I weigh I weigh everything. That's why when people come to me and they just be saying random shit, I be like, come on, fam. You don't like, you're having a conversation with me about something you don't even know about. You think the Knicks should? Oh, I do not think the Knicks should trade RJ. RJ is, and I looked at RJ like this since he first, not when he first came in the league, but like after he was there on the Knicks, he was here for a little while. I looked at him like this. He's just one of those players that's going to take a minute to develop. That's it. He has all of the skills, has all of the everything. It's just going to take him a minute to feel confident enough to believe in himself. That's it. That's it. That's all. It's going to take a minute. So now I don't want to give up RJ. I could imagine RJ and Randle both playing next to Embiid, who's a 100% number one scorer, number one option. I could just imagine moving Randle to the number 2 option rather than the number 1 option is probably going to get him better shots. Randle's been improving his shot-making ability over the years, right? Morning. Randle's been improving his shot-making ability throughout the year, right? So now Randle is a better scorer, and you're going to have your second-best post player defending him at best, right? Penny Hardaway was immensely skilled. RJ's skill level is nowhere near Penny Hardaway's. Not even halfway. Penny Hardaway just got hurt. You think that, what are you talking about 2 big men not being mobile? What 2 big men are we talking about that's not going to be mobile? What two big men are we talking about that's not going to be mobile? I don't understand what you're saying. You're just looking for something to be wrong? So I don't get what you're saying. Please explain. I don't understand what you're saying. You're saying that if the team put a power forward and the center out at the same time, they can't play defense? Isn't that what almost every team does? So I don't understand what you're saying. I need for you to explain. RJ played for Coach K, that's a fact. I need you to explain. I don't understand. You think that teams are at a defensive disadvantage if they put a power forward and a center on the floor at the same time? You think that Randle, Julius Randle, you think he's a center? These are the... Good morning. You think Julius Randle is a center, and you're here... You know we talking about basketball, right? I have to ask that question because you think Julius Randle is a center. So I'm not entirely sure if you know we talking about basketball at the moment. You do know we talking about basketball, the NBA, right? I'm not being funny. I'm being pretty honest. Now do y'all understand the type of people that come in here to tell me I don't know what I'm talking about? He telling me that a power forward and a center can't be on the court at the same time. But he wants me to have a real conversation with him like he understands basketball. So I don't know what to do at this point. Because everything that I'm going to say is an insult, even though I don't want to be insulting. You know what? You just right. How about that? I don't want to talk about this no more. What are you talking about? I'm not mad. What are you talking about? What am I mad at? We're about to kick him in 2 seconds. Because somebody explained to me how am I being mad? Somebody else, not him. He about to get kicked. Because somebody else explained to me how am I being mad? I mean, I know he's just gaslighting. You know, you can't trust narcissists. They always telling you what you are. Because somebody explained to me how I'm mad? Do I look mad? Hey, good morning, sir. How you doing today? Morning. I'm going to ask random people. Hey, sir, how you doing this morning? Having a blessed day? Oh, okay. We're going to ask some random people. Do I look like I'm mad? Hold on. And we're going to find some random people to ask. Hold on. So I don't want to understand how am I mad. So you mean y'all just be lying to people and telling people how I'm feeling? Do they be believing y'all? I'm curious. Hold on. I'm going to ask some people. Hey, sir, how you doing this morning? Excellent.
Pretty good. Yourself?
I'm doing just fine. Hold on. I can ask you one quick question. I'm on a podcast. Do I look like I'm angry? I don't, right? Do I? Thank you. Boom. That's crazy. Hey, sir, how you doing today? Blessed day? I got you one question, please. Do I look like I'm angry? I don't, right? So if somebody said I was angry, they would just be lying, right? All right, thank you. Enjoy your day. Have a blessed day. All right, so we're just going to kick you. There you go. Anybody else got anything they want to talk about? They just say I'm stuff, fam. I don't know what to tell you. I don't know what to tell you, fam. I don't be feeling no way about nothing. They just say that I'm stuff. This shit is bananas. What up? Anything else y'all want to talk? I can keep with the basketball conversation. So I don't see no reason why we can't trade for, if the 76ers is willing to trade Embiid, I don't see no reason why we wouldn't have the... What's up, my brother?
How you doing, guy?
All right. I don't see no reason why we wouldn't have the how do you say, the assets. We should have the assets because they gave Harden away for just basically draft picks, man. A ton of draft picks and a lot of players that they probably gonna drop like 2 or 3 of them so they could get the cap space. Or they're gonna trade them away, cap space. That's another thing that people don't understand when individuals trade, when they trade. You know, the money have to be the same. You understand? So we'll see what happens. Maybe they trade for the cap space. But I love Mitchell Robinson. But if we could get Embiid, sheesh. We could get Embiid and put him next to Randle, sheesh. We could get Embiid, put him next to Randle, RJ, and what the fuck is our point guard name? I keep forgetting that dude. Sheesh. Dylan or some shit. I forget what that guy's name is. I think that'll make us be able to compete with the Bucks. If we get Embiid and could keep Julius Randle, we could compete with the Bucks. We could compete with them. Because we talking about Brunson, appreciate you. Because we talking about coming out the East. We could compete with the Bucks. Sheesh. Oh, so I turned around, so I see this chick over there. I mean, she just fine. So she be in my neighborhood, but it caught me totally off guard and shit. She fine. She not for me though. Yeah, so I don't see no reason why, you know, if the 76ers is open to trading their big names, that means that they're open to most likely be rebuilding again. Remember, when the Ben Simmons shit screwed them over and they had to trade Ben Simmons to get Harden, that already messed up their plans. Because their whole plan was growing Ben Simmons and Embiid into a great 1-2 combination. And if Ben Simmons would have played like anything, they would have been a great 1-2 combination. They might want one of them, RJ or Randle. I hope they don't want any. I'm hoping we can give them Mitchell Robinson and quickly. Because remember, if they're rebuilding, they might not want to get wins. You get it? They might not be looking to trade for players that's going to bring them wins. They might be purposely trading for players that's going to allow for them to have their best chance in the lottery. You understand? Like, there's reasoning behind what I'm saying, fam. I'm not just talking. Yeah, I'm not just talking. Like, there's reason behind what I'm saying. You understand? So if they already feel like they're going to go and they trying to tank, why would they try to trade for another team's? Have a better day, baby girl. Why would they try to trade? Why would they try to trade for a play that's going to help them win? That don't make sense. Right? They're acquiring draft picks. They traded away Harden. They ain't want him. They made a lot of money on the process shit. They made a lot of money when they was rebuilding. I wouldn't see any reason why they wouldn't look at rebuilding again as a good thing. They made a lot of money when they was rebuilding previously. Stand here for a minute. That trade has been on the table for weeks. The only reason the Sixers took it was because Maxey is balling. No, well, yeah and no. The Sixers wanted to get rid of Harden. I 100% believe the Sixers wanted to get rid of Harden. So they could tank. You don't think they looking to tank? I don't know. They stocked up on draft picks. They trade away Harden. There's been some kind of negotiations going on for Embiid because the shit's in the media. So the people who follow, they heard it from somewhere. I think somebody was following me. So I stopped. I let them walk. I might just start following them. You gotta do that sometimes. People follow you, you gotta lose them. You gotta start following them. But we'll see the next couple of, give it about a week. I guess we'll know in like a week or two maybe, if they considering tanking. Because if they are considering tanking, good morning. Because if they are considering tanking, they considering doing it as soon as possible, right? Good morning. I want beef, bacon, egg, and cheese on the roll, please, with ketchup. I don't know. I never had it toasted before. Yes, sir. Toasted. This might be that. This might make it better. I don't have no idea. In any regard, I believe they came to this place also and probably tried to tell these people to treat me like shit. So they called them the last time we was here. So they probably gonna call them again. They probably gonna call them again. In any regard. See that guy laughing? They came in here and hated on me. Yeah, they came in here and hated on me. They want everybody to hate me and help them hate me. They not gonna stop until you know, until I'm not here no more. That's when they gonna stop, but I'm not here no more. Anyway. As far as the Knicks is concerned, I wouldn't be surprised if they can get Embiid. I think that would be a smart move for the Knicks if possible, especially if they could hold on to RJ, Brunson, and Randle, obviously. I think if we have to give up Randle or RJ, I don't think we should make the deal. I don't think you make the deal. If you got to give up Randle or RJ, I don't think you make the deal. Because you make the deal so they can play together. You understand what I'm saying? That's why you make the deal, so they can play together. So, I just don't think you make the deal if you can't get them all. You don't make the deal, man. That's the way I feel about it. How you doing this morning? Did I pay? How much is that? How much are these? Yes, sir. Hold on 1 second, y'all. Hit that like button. We got 60 people in the room. Hit that like button. Send out some notifications. Thank you. Have a blessed day. Now, some dude that was in front of me the whole time just walked in the store that I just walked out of. Just pay attention, man. That's all. I don't live a normal, regular life, you know? I'm going to go walk on the other block. I don't really want to see more people. Let's keep our conversation going. I thought it was going to be colder than this outside. I brought a whole coat with me. Apparently, I could have just brought a jacket. So shout out to that shit. in any regard. As far as the, if y'all want to, for everybody to know the conversation, obviously the way the show started off, we was talking about these giant bombs that America says that they have. They said that they have a bomb. Good morning. They said that they have a bomb that's 24 times the power of the one that was dropped on Hiroshima. I think that it's pretty interesting that that's the way that they would word, letting people know about this. Good morning. Letting people know about this specific weapon. I feel like that's a little extreme. I think that they could have said a ton of different things to explain how powerful it is. Even just saying that this is 25 times more powerful than any other bomb that's been used. You understand what I'm saying? So, yeah, Embiid and Brunson would be a crazy pick and roll. So, I find it pretty interesting. I don't think you threaten people after the fight has started. I think after the fight has started, it's all about action. I don't think you should threaten people in general. But after the fight has started, it's all about action. You can't wait for the fight to start and then say, oh, I got this gun over here. You should have showed everybody the gun before this fight started if you was just going to be flashing. If you wasn't going to be flashing, you shouldn't have told nobody about it until it was time for some action. Now, with that being said, the way that Trump ran his politics, I just agree more with. Trump would have told these niggas this shit straight off the rip before anything would have jumped off. He would have been like, yo, we got this bomb. It's a bitch. Trump would have immediately told everybody about it. You feel me? The fact that they waited until there was a situation to then tell people about it, it's like, what the fuck, fam? You did this shit backwards. These guys are terrible at foreign politics. They're terrible. They told y'all they was good at foreign politics. They lied because all they seem to do is lie. We literally could see with our own two eyes what's happening. What do? They cut all of the ability for the individuals to report on the situation. Now there's no internet power, nothing in the region. They can't get any signals out, right? So that's what they do. So instead of doing what we would want them to do, they lie about what happened and do whatever they want to do. I think America's pump faking, yeah. We're having two different conversations, J Mac. We're having two different conversations. We were in the middle of having a Knicks and Embiid conversation, which I believe I'm still having with a couple of you. And you started coming in and talking about the other conversation, so I'm just having the both of them. Okay, so let's say they've been having a bomb more power, 24 times the power of Hiroshima. The fact that they feel like they needed to say it right now is still a thing. Let me go this way. That actually makes my point even bigger because now you're telling me that they reminded the world about a thing that we already knew about. So that's 100% a threat, right? We already knew about it. So that's 100% a threat. So that's also 100%. Why didn't you say this shit before everything jumped off? There's even more reason. There's even more reason not to say it now. So you just actually helped my point. I don't know if you meant to do that on purpose or not. Yeah, I think America pump faking. They doing the same thing that these dudes did when Trump said some shit to them. So this dude paraded his bombs, his missiles all up and down the street. Remember that shit? Y'all remember when Kim Jong-un did that? Trump said something to him. He got scared. So he went and paraded his missiles down the street to show the world that he had big missiles. Kim Jong-un is funny as shit, man. Y'all remember that happened? Damn, I don't got a cat. Keep trying to tell you. Yeah, morning. I keep trying to tell you. I be thinking y'all be like, I don't know. I guess y'all be trying to be disruptive. But generally speaking, when y'all come in here, y'all say almost like, even when y'all trying to attack me, you really be saying things that are either factually incorrect or shit that actually support my point. So once again, why would I be angry? I don't believe I have a reason to be. I had some weirdo in here earlier talking about, oh, you angry, you mad. Mad at what? Mad because I'm talking to an idiot, maybe? But, nobody wants to talk to an idiot all damn day. All right? Is that what I'm upset over? So you don't never know, man. You really just never know. You never know. What else y'all want to talk about? Put it in the chat. I'm not sure if I'm just going to eat the sandwich and stay on live with y'all, or if I'm going to go home in the live and eat the sandwich. What time is it? It's 10:30. Did you see the news about Joe Smith's wife? Sheesh, fam. We got to do better. I have no interest. Y'all get with people because the looks be so impressive. Y'all be so impressed with the looks. Men, we need to pay closer attention to women's hearts, man. You know what I'm saying? That's why I keep trying to say, don't be mad because somebody ain't for you. Let them go be for them, fam. Like, how you gonna be mad if you try to holler at shorty and she not giving you no play? That might be God's protection. He might be protecting you from getting with some shorty that's gonna go do OnlyFans. None of us want to date a woman that does. No respectable man wants to date a woman doing OnlyFans. Not now or ever. No respectable. We don't want to. Real talk. I don't care what you look like. No respectable man want to date you after you finish doing OnlyFans either. So don't say when I finish. No. So imagine your wife go do that, fam, and you already married to her. Nah, that got to be in the prenup. If you do OnlyFans, I get to leave you and get all the money. That need to be in the prenup. I'm not even capping, fam. Y'all need to start making them prenups that's like, yo, if you go do OnlyFans, I got to be able to get all that bread. Like, I just shouldn't have to pay you no money. I should be able to leave you. If you go do any porn, I should be able to leave you. Yep, both sides. Why not? Well, he's not getting NBA money, but you don't think he has a way of making money? You don't think he made an investment or two? What you think he's doing? You think he work at the car wash? Like, what do you think Joe Smith is doing? You think he work at the fucking Wendy's? The heck, man? He's doing something. He's a pretty good power forward. There was a video game that I used to use him in. I think when he was on the Atlanta Hawks. I can't remember all the way. There's some video game I used to use him in. It could have been Was he still in the league when 2K first got online? Like 2K like 14 or 13 or some shit like that. Was he in like 2K 14 or 13? Because it was one of those 2Ks where you can play, like, you go into the lobby and there's two teams and you just get on one team or you get on the other team and shit. I think he was still in the league at that time, in one of the teams we used to use periodically. I had a nice team I used to run with. I still know those guys. When you be seeing people coming to the chat like, yo, you get back on 2K, that's who it be. That's why I keep trying to tell y'all, fam. I've been on the internet forever, fam. I'm supposed to be getting let me just be quiet. So I'm supposed to be getting a PlayStation soon also. Let me just be quiet. Shout out to the Most High. God is good. Glory be to God, fam. Don't become the thing you hate. You know what I'm saying? Don't become the thing you hate. Remember, Satan is always trying to turn you into the thing you hate. Don't become the thing you hate. That's all. Don't become the thing you hate, man. That's part of Satan's job. You know? Part of his job is to deform you, to turn you into something that the opposite of what God made precious about you. God made all of us special in a one way or another. It's Satan's job to turn that preciousness against us. You understand what I'm saying? Don't allow for Satan to turn you into the thing that you hate. That's why I keep trying to say it's not hard to tell who working for Satan. It's not hard to tell. It's pretty easy, fam. All you got to do is look around for people who are harassing other people. 9 times out of 10, they working for Satan. Telling you what it is. If they're working for God, they're going to be trying to bring people to the Most High. If they're working for Satan, they're going to be trying to disrupt humanity. Right? It's not that hard to tell, man. At least I don't think it is. Joe Smith was the #1 pick. It's a fact. His wife is now doing OnlyFans, all right? His wife is now doing OnlyFans. The nigga didn't choose well. It's so much more important to me that the woman that I choose got a good heart than it is that she the baddest bitch in the street, fam. I'm gonna have to go to this woman for counsel. This woman, if I have any more children, will be a part of raising them. This woman is gonna be in my household. I'm gonna be closing my eyes to go to sleep and then waking my eyes back up, and she's gonna be next to me. Her being a good person is important to me. Just a good person. I'm not even talking about any other attribute. Just as a person. Especially I look at people nowadays. You got a lot of people that they're just cruel. They don't even got a reason, you know? Like nothing happened to them. Nobody did nothing to them. They just walk around wanting to be involved in whatever drama they could get involved in. They're just cruel. Like, no heart. It's like everywhere. There's like a ton of people like that, just in general. I literally make friends so easy that I prefer to just not talk to people because I don't want to accidentally make friends with people that are not good people. I don't want to make friends with people that's not good people. I don't care if they're nice to me. That has nothing to do with my journey with God. They could be nice to me and they could be rapists and murderers. I can't be cool with that. That has something to do with my journey with God. Just something to think about. So yeah, that's like utmost of importance. They got money and she did OnlyFans. She did that shit to spite him, fam. She did that shit to spite him. They don't even need money. They probably not super rich. I'm not saying they running around with $100 million in their fucking pocket, but they not hurting for money neither. She did that to spite him. When you go get with a woman that ain't for you, fam, or if a woman go get with a man that ain't for her, fam, your lives are gonna be miserable. Y'all keep choosing people over looks, and y'all not choosing people over character. That's the issue. Period. That's the issue. I really want to start playing pickleball. You have no idea. If I ever get a partner to start doing shit with, y'all niggas is in trouble. Anyway, so yeah, that shit don't even make sense. People just be too desperate to not be alone. That's why when you a person like me and that shit don't matter, you just look at the world different. You just look at the world different. Because that being alone shit don't matter to me. I'm fine with it. And that's not me just saying that, just so we can be clear. If I got to choose between me being alone or me being around somebody that might be trying to tempt me into going against, that ain't matching my energy, I'd rather just be alone. I don't understand how people could compromise like that personally, but people compromise a lot. Now I'm trying to decide if we're gonna stand outside and eat the sandwich, or if we're gonna go eat the sandwich outside, hang out. I bought the sandwich with y'all. I guess I'll eat the sandwich with y'all. Give me one moment. Talked about the main situation. No, I haven't talked about the main situation. Dude took his own life, though. So I haven't talked about the main situation. But we have a lot of mental health problems in the world. The world has a lot of mental health problems. It is what it is. When you understand that you have people that believe it's their job to make other people miserable, what do you expect is going to happen in the world? Like, this is kind of like how the world is right now. If good people don't continue to band together against the evil people, what chance do we got? We have good people all over the place. We outnumber the evil people, but we all fighting alone. You understand? If good people don't band together and fight evil with other good people, what chance do good people have? Remember, evil people are always going to band together. All they care about is destruction and evil and just hurt and shit. So they're going to band together for any purpose. They don't even care if they care about the thing that's being destroyed. They're just happy something is being destroyed. You understand? You understand? Okay, I gotta finish. You understand? So that energy. So that's why I look at it like that. You feel me? I'm gonna walk over here. There's some dude standing over here. They might have just found out I came to this this bathroom. But I can use the other bathroom. They'll let me use that. I'm just using the bathroom right here. So I assume that now, since I came to this other bathroom the other day, that they're gonna start sending people over here to harass me. That's what I feel is, that's what I'm feeling is gonna be the deal. Well, we live in a world, like I said, where people are just evil. The evil people stick together. So good people are always fighting battles by themselves. It just is what it is. Hold on. That's really the issue we have, more than anything else. That we have a whole bunch, that we have good people out here, but we have a lot of good people that they gotta fight by themselves. So we have good people over here fighting, good people over there fighting, but it's 2 against 50. It's 3 against 20. It's 1 against 100. You understand? Because evil people will band together to just do evil. They don't even care what's happening. As long as somebody is being hurt and it's not them. They don't care what's happening. As long as somebody is being hurt. You could give them any old bullshit ass reason. They're gonna be like, they don't really even care about the reason. They're just happy they're able to do evil. So when I hear about situations where people broke like that and did the things that he did, that's just a situation. I wouldn't be surprised if you find out he was gang stalked. I wouldn't be surprised if you find out that, he's been living with people stalking him. I wouldn't be surprised. Think about it like this. A lot of those kids that go into those schools and did all of those horrible things in those schools, a lot of those kids was gang stalked, wasn't they? A lot of those kids was bullied for no reason, wasn't they? But people don't want to talk about that, though. People only want to talk about what they did. People don't want to talk about all the people that turned the blind eye while those kids was getting abused. People don't want to talk about all the people that act like it wasn't happening when the people was abusing those kids. Niggas is hypocrites. So that's why when I hear about situations like that, my heart always go out to the individuals that was harmed and hurt. Don't get this confused. But we don't never pay attention to the actual problem. We always want to pay attention to the effects of the bullshit. We don't want to pay attention to, we could have prevented this from happening if people would have had a heart and a little bit of humanity. Nobody care about that part. You know what I'm saying? But they do care about the part, these innocent people got hurt. I care about that too. The difference is I also care about the individual who did the hurting and the bullshit they probably had to live through before they made such a terrible decision. I'm pretty sure that person didn't just wake up one day and decide, I'm just going to do this horrible thing. I'm pretty sure something was happening that caused for that person to act outside of their character and do this thing that they had never did before. And 9 times out of 10, it's exactly what I'm saying. It's probably being gang stalked. Some evil people probably was preying on them. Never know. Saying what it is, man. Just because somebody did something tragic, that doesn't mean that they didn't also experience a tragedy. I think that that's a big problem that niggas got. Niggas like pretending like just because somebody did something bad, whatever fuck shit that happened to, part of my language, I'm so sorry. Whatever BS that happened to them before they did this horrible, terrible thing, now people want to act like that don't exist. Well, then how are we going to stop this from happening again in the future? How are we gonna save the next school situation? How are we gonna save the next mass injuring situation if we're not ready to discuss and do something about the elements that led to it? So that's what we do in America. We need to talk about the elements that lead to it, not just the thing. That's gaslighting, in my opinion. They had a young lady. She had been kidnapped.